It takes a few seconds. We are live now. Cool. All right. So we are going to go through a 30-minute class today, hopefully to get you guys moving to start the week. I have roped in my quarantine partner here, and he's going to also be here for a demonstration. So we'll go ahead and get started at the top of our mats. And you can start on your knees and have the tops of the shins flat on the floor and the tops of the feet flat on the floor too. And we'll start by closing the eyes. Have the palms either face down on the thighs or face up. If you feel like you need a little bit more inspiration, then have the palms face up. If you feel like you need a little bit more grounding, the palms will be face down. We'll start by closing the eyes. Lift through the sternum so the center of the chest is lifted, but push the ribs into the back of the body and pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. And as you close the eyes, ground through the shins and lift up through the crown of the head. So you're pulling the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And then start to breathe deeply through the nose. You don't want to rush your breath. Just notice how you are starting the day, how you're feeling. See if you can start to settle into this space right now. Don't worry about what you've done earlier in the morning or what's going to go on throughout the day. See if you can truly take this time to come into the moment. And we'll take a couple more breaths together, nice and slow. Feel the muscles in the face starting to soften. Feel the space right in between the eyebrows relax as well, including the jaw. Take one more big, deep breath. And then keep the eyes closed. The hands are going to come together in front of the heart. Feel the thumbs press into the sternum. And with all of this focus at your heart, take the next couple of breaths to invite your intention into your day. So think about how you would like your day to go, how you would like to feel. And as you find your intention, take a big, deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then open the mouth and slowly sigh everything out. Do that one more time. Deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And then release the hands to the thighs. You can blink the eyes open and right away find a spot in front of you on the mat or on the floor that you can gaze at throughout your practice. This helps you to ground into your practice and to find a focal point or a drishti for you to gaze at. And then we're going to come forward, tuck all of the toes underneath so that you are stretching the bottoms of the feet. So when you do that, make sure to even help the little pinky toe under. And as you stack the spine, feel the shoulders come right over the hips. If the bottoms of the feet are still waking up from the morning, you can lean forward and that'll take a little bit of pressure off of the bottoms of the feet. As the feet and the thighs start to open, you can stack the spine. So feel the shoulders or the ears over the shoulders and the help protect the low back. With the eyes closed, take one more full breath slowly. And then you're going to come forward onto the hands and knees, untuck the toes, and tap the tops of the feet onto the floor. That's just going to wake up the feet, wake up the ankles. And then you'll ground the palms into your mat. Rotate all of the weight in between the pointer finger and thumb, and you're going to press the earth away. Start by stepping the right foot to the back of the mat. Have the ball of the foot on the floor, and you're going to rock forward and backwards. As you do this, keep pressing the earth away or the mat away from you. Feel the spread between the shoulder blades and the navel come towards the spine. Take one more full breath. And then pause here. Keep the right foot flexed and inhale reach the right heel to the back of the room. Take one more big breath in to lengthen. And then you're going to plant the foot right between the palms as you exhale. You can help the foot through, walk it up a little bit. Make sure that the ankle is underneath the right knee. Engage the core. On your inhale, bring the hands to the right knee. So you can just help the body up. You want to be gentle with the spine as we wake up today. Feel a stretch in the front of the left hip, and you can walk the right foot forward to get a deeper stretch in the front of that left hip. With the core engaged back. Try and relax the muscles in the face. On this next inhale, lengthen the arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Ground the left palm into the floor. Inhale to sweep the right hand up to the ceiling. Extend the fingertips up and engage the core by pulling the navel to the spine. Press the left palm into the floor and open up through the front of the chest. Take another full breath. Use the inhale to unwind. Bring the right hand down to the floor. Pause here. Walk the right foot forward just a little bit so you can come onto the heel and flip the toes up to the ceiling. Walk the hands back towards the knee and you'll straighten through that right leg. If you want, you can use a block. The hips jet from side to side. Keep everything hugged into the center and then reach the heart down towards the toes. And then instead of just bringing the chin down, think about reaching the sternum or the chest towards the toes. Take another breath here to settle. And then you can set any props off to the side. Bring the right knee in line with the left knee. Pause here as you ground the palms into the mat. Notice now that difference in the sides of the legs that you've created, waking up that right side of the body. And then we'll start by stepping the left foot to the back of the mat. Come to the ball of the left foot. Rock and roll forward and backwards to wake up the hamstring, the calf, and the foot. Continue to press the earth away. Don't dump the weight into the shoulders. And then tuck the chin, keeping the ears in line with your shoulders. Take one more breath here. And then on your inhale, with the left foot flexed, inhale the heel in line with the left hip. Reach the left heel as far back to the back of the room as possible. Keep the core engaged so that the stomach is nice and strong. Press the earth away from you. Take one more breath to find length. And then as you exhale, you're going to plant the foot between the palms. Help walk it through if you need to. Once you get to that sweet spot that feels comfortable, feel the left ankle right underneath the left knee. On the inhale, bring the hands to the left knee. Engage the core. Keep both hip points and both shoulder points pointing to the front of the mat or the front of the room. And then when you're ready, the inhale is going to extend the arms right alongside the ears. Notice how this side might feel different. Can feel that stretch now on the front of the right hip. Can help by walking that left foot forward if you need to, but make sure that the ankle stays under or ahead of the knee. And then as you engage the core, be careful not to jet the front of the ribs out. Press the ribs into the back of the body. Fingertips extend to the ceiling and feel the shoulder blades pull down towards the sit bones. Take another full breath here to settle. Take one more breath to find length through the front of the body. And then use the exhale to bring the hands down to the floor. Ground the right palm into the mat. Inhale to spiral the left hand up. Press the right hand into the floor. Extend the left fingertips up to the ceiling. Pull the navel to the spine to help increase the twist. And take another full breath to settle. Take one more breath in to find length. And then use your exhale to bring the left hand all the way back down to the floor. Walk the left foot forward just a few inches and come onto the heel. Flip the toes up towards the ceiling as you walk the fingertips back towards that right knee. Use any props that you need to. Reach the heart forward. Again, feel the spine nice and straight, so you'll want to tuck the chin. Inhale to find length, and then use the exhale to reach the sternum towards the toes. Keep the hips hugging into the center. Rotate the inner left thigh down towards the floor, and that's going to help point the toes more up to the ceiling. Take another full breath to find stillness in this pose. Take one more breath, releasing the sternum closer to the toes. And then you'll begin to walk the hands forward, plant the palms, bring the left knee back in line with the right, ground into both palms here and pause in table pose. So you want to feel the shoulders right over the wrists and the hips right over the knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide, rotate all of the weight in between the pointer finger and thumb. And then on your inhale, you're going to reach the heart down the back, bring the chin towards the chest to calf. Inhale to lengthen the heart forward, tailbone reaches back for cow. Exhale to round, chin towards the chest. Do that 2 more times. Inhale to find length. Exhale to round. One last time. Inhale the heart forward, shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, press the earth away, navel comes towards the spine. As you inhale, find a neutral spine here. Bring the big toes to touch, bring the knees as wide as the mat, and press back into a child's pose. You'll bring the forehead down to the mat. You can rest the arms down. You can make a pillow for the center of the third eye. And then once you find that sweet spot, feel the sit bones press back towards the heels. Feel the shins release onto the floor. And the shoulder blades move away from the ears. And notice if it feels uncomfortable for you to take this time to rest. Coming into stillness. Can you let go of all of the tension in the front of the body and let the torso rest onto the thighs? Take 2 more breaths here. And then stay connected to your breath. Slowly rise up, come back into your table pose. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Step 1 foot back at a time into plank pose. Feel the shoulders right over the wrists. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Navel's pulling up towards the spine, and the shoulder blades are going to reach towards the back. And then slightly spread right between the shoulder blades, so pull the sternum closer to the heart. Take 1 more breath with both of the legs firm. 1 more breath in. And then the exhale will lift the hips and you'll come into downward facing dog. So you'll press the mat down and forward, lift the tailbone nice and high. Take a big, deep breath in and a full breath out. Bend the knees, look forward. Begin to walk the feet towards the hands. Come into a forward fold at the top of the mat. So have the feet maybe a little bit wider than hip distance. Grab onto opposite elbows, and then you'll sway from side to side. Ground into the feet so you can feel the ankles rotating, the knees, and through the low back. Let go through the neck and the head. Maybe shake the head yes and no a few times to release any tension that has been built up. And then we'll take one more breath. Release the fingertips down for the earth. Make sure that the feet are walked back underneath the hips. On your inhale, come up halfway, hands come to the shins, reach the heart forward. Exhale to forward fold, navel comes towards the spine. One more time, inhale, flat back, hands to the shins, reach the heart forward. Exhale to forward fold. On your next inhale, rise all the way up, bend the knees to come up, arms come out, palms touch overhead, and then exhale to bring the hands down to your heart. Close the eyes, release the hands to the sides of the body, reach the heart forward, fingertips towards the earth. Root both of the feet into the floor. Rotate your inner thighs towards one another, and that's going to help you ground into the thighs even more. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then blink the eyes open if they're closed. On your inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand. Ground into the feet, lift up through the heart. And as you exhale, just lean over to the left side. Soften the right shoulder away from the ear. And then maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Notice if you're holding your breath. Just feel the space you're creating along the right side of the body. On the next inhale, come back up to center. Switch wrists. Inhale to lengthen, and then use the exhale to lean over to the right side. Soften the left shoulder away from the ear. Root into the left foot, and then notice now the length you're creating along the left side of the body. Take one more breath. Use the next inhale to come back to center. Look up, bring the palms together, and then exhale to bring the hands back to the heart as you close the eyes. Feel the thumbs connecting to the heart. Take a breath here to pause and remember the intention you started your practice with. Blink your eyes open. Bring the hands now to the hips. Keep the right foot forward. Step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. And you're going to rotate the heel down. You don't want the heels to be on the same line of the same track. If they were on train tracks, have them be separated. And then you'll rotate the hips forward. Put a bend in the front knee. Keep the hands at the hips to start. And then I want you to feel the outer left foot sealed to the mat, so the pinky side toe. Pull the right hip back. Shoulders and hips are both pointing forward. You can sink into that front knee, but don't let it go past the ankle. Navel is pulling towards the spine, and that's going to protect the low back. On your next inhale, extend the fingertips up to the ceiling. Take a full cycle of breath here. Soften the facial muscles. Maybe put a smile on your face. Take one more breath here. And then you're going to stay where you are with the feet. Grab the right wrist now with the left hand. Keep sinking into that front knee. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, lean over to your left. Find your balance here. Soften through the right shoulder. On the inhale, come back to center. Switch wrists. And then the exhale will lean us over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Extend the fingertips up to the ceiling. Keep sinking into that front knee. And then you'll bring the hands together behind the back. Interlace where the right thumb is on top. Open up through the heart. Look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, pull the navel to the spine and hinge forward. Keep pressing into both feet. Extend the fingertips up to the ceiling. Humble warrior. Take one more full breath to settle. Extend the fingertips up to the ceiling. Gaze back to the back foot. And then you'll release the fingertips to the low back, all the way down to the earth. Look forward, step the left foot forward now to meet the right. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hinge forward. Navel comes to the spine. Bring the arms out and up, all the way up on your inhale. Palms touch overhead. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart. Close the eyes. Soften your breath. Take a full cycle here. Blink the eyes open. Hands come to the hips. Other side now, we'll step the right foot all the way back to the back of the mat. Rotate the heel down, but make sure that the front heel would not intersect with the back heel if you drew a line. And then you can keep the hands at the hips to start so you can feel where the hips are. Rotate that left hip back. Pull the left side of the ribs back so both the ribs, the hips, and the shoulders all point to the front. And then keep the core engaged. That's going to help protect the low back. When you're ready, you can add the arms now right alongside the ears. Keep pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. Sink into this front knee, and you can even walk it a little bit further forward if you want to get a little bit more into a lunge. Fingertips extend to the ceiling. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, but then feel the shoulders move away from the earlobes. Take a full cycle of breath here. Stay here with the feet. You're going to start by grabbing the left wrist now with the right hand. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, lean over to the right side. Inhale, come back to center. Switch wrists. As you exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Extend the fingertips up. The exhale now is going to bring the hands behind the back. Right thumb on top of the left. Interlace the fingers. Open up through the heart. Look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you'll hinge forward. Navel comes towards the spine. You can look at the front foot or you can gaze back at the back foot. Maybe you extend the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing into both feet evenly. Feel the shoulders move away from your ears. Take another full breath here to settle. And then bring the hands down to the sacrum, all the way down to the earth. Look forward, engage the core, step the right foot forward to meet the left. Nice. Inhale to bring the hands to the shins, reach the heart forward. Exhale to forward fold, navel comes towards the spine. Bend the knees, inhale to sweep the arms out and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale to bring the hands down to the heart. Closing the eyes, connect back with your breath. Take one more full breath in and a full breath out. And then you'll blink the eyes open, come down to the floor in a comfortable seated position. You can sit on a block if that's comfortable or a pillow. And then as you close the eyes, you'll ground the sit bones into the earth. Reach the heart up. Have the hands palms down on the knees. And that's going to give us a little bit of grounding. And as you soften the shoulders, feel the sit bones rooting into the floor. Crown of the head lengthens up towards the ceiling. Take a big, deep breath in to expand into the lungs. Open mouth, exhale to sigh everything out. One more breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Keep the eyes closed. Reseal the lips. On your inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Feel the palms touch overhead. As you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. Bring the left hand on top of the right thigh. Right hand comes behind you to lift through the heart. Gaze up towards the back shoulder as you exhale. Pull the navel to the spine. Lift through the sternum. Take a full cycle of breath here to settle. And the next inhale will unwind you. Bring the arms up alongside the ears. Come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Right hand to the top of the left thigh. Use the left hand to lift through the heart. Take an inhale into the body. And then exhale to twist deeper, gazing over the back shoulder. Take one more cycle of breath to settle here. And then inhale, come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then you'll hold the feet kind of like you're reading a book. So if the hips are still pretty tight, then you can bring the heels away from the pelvis. If you have that flexibility in the inner thighs and hamstrings, you can bring the feet closer to the pelvis. And then inhale to lift up through the heart. Bend the elbows and press the elbows into the thighs. And it's your choice if you want to have a flat back and hinge forward with a flat back, thinking this, of bringing the sternum towards the toes. Or if you want to round the back, and think about bringing the forehead towards the toes. Either way, you still want to soften the shoulders away from your earlobes and feel the shoulder blades move down the back. And then wherever you choose, don't forget to breathe. Take one more full cycle of breath to settle. With the eyes closed, come up, stack the spine, find your comfortable seated position, crossing the legs. Have the palms now face up on the knees. Pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. Soften all the muscles in the face. Take a few moments here, just a couple of breaths in stillness. Bring the hands together now in front of the heart. Feel the thumbs connecting to the heart. Take this last breath here to remember your intention for the day. Lift the chin, blink the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you guys for your time. I hope that you get moving all day. Make sure that you think about gratitude. Make sure that you are drinking water and being mindful of all of the things that you're putting into your body. And I will see you guys on Wednesday, 9 a.m. again, if you guys want to go through another 30-minute easy moving class. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.